The Hotel Influenza may not appear in your typical hotel search results, but it is actually the Extended Stay Research Unit at St. Louis University's Center for Vaccine Development that goes by that name. This unit is dedicated to conducting human challenge studies for influenza, and they're looking for volunteers to participate in their latest study. The study offers guests the opportunity to stay in hotel-like rooms with private bathrooms, TVs, internet, and common areas with comfortable seating. And with all of this, guests are getting paid $3,500 for a 10-day stay. Guests will also receive catered meals, access to exercise equipment, and views of the St. Louis Arch. However, the catch is that the guests will be intentionally exposed to the influenza virus as part of the human challenge studies conducted at the unit. The purpose of these studies is to better understand the virus and to aid in the development of more effective vaccines. The study is conducted under strict guidelines and is supervised by medical professionals to ensure the safety of the volunteers. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of the Hotel Influenza? Join us in our exclusive video and we'll take you inside this mysterious hotel. Influenza. Flu or influenza is a viral infection that affects the nose, throat, and lungs. It's different from the stomach flu, which causes diarrhea and vomiting. In most cases, people recover from the flu on their own, but it can be deadly in some cases. Those at higher risk of developing complications include young children, older adults, residents of long-term care facilities, pregnant people, or those with weakened immune systems, American Indians or Alaskan Natives, people with chronic illnesses, and those with a high BMI. The annual influenza vaccine can reduce the chances of severe complications from infection, although it's not 100% effective. Initially, the flu may resemble a common cold, with symptoms such as a runny nose, sneezing, and sore throat. However, the flu typically develops rapidly and the symptoms tend to be more severe compared to a cold. Typical symptoms of the flu include fever, muscle aches, chills and sweats, headaches, dry cough, shortness of breath, tiredness and weakness, runny or stuffy nose, sore throat, eye pain, and in some cases, vomiting and diarrhea, particularly in children. Truth behind the flu. As a volunteer for the Hotel Influenza study, you'll first receive a flu vaccine, or a placebo, and then be intentionally exposed to the flu virus. The virus will be administered through the nose using a Q-tip. Researchers will then closely monitor and test you to see if you develop the flu and its symptoms. The research staff will take note of your symptoms and how long they last, as well as the severity of the illness. They'll also check your vitals to ensure that you're not experiencing any serious side effects. During the study, you'll not be able to leave the research unit until the study is over, which usually lasts about 10 days. This is to ensure that you're no longer contagious and won't infect others outside the research unit. You'll be given a private room with all the amenities of a hotel, such as private bathrooms, TVs, internet, and common areas with comfortable seating. You'll also be provided with catered meals and access to exercise equipment. The research staff will be available to assist you with any needs that you may have during the study. After the study, you'll receive compensation for your time and participation. The purpose of the study is to help researchers better understand how the flu virus spreads and how effective different vaccines are in preventing infection. By participating in the study, you'll be helping to improve the health and well-being of people around the world. Understanding the efficacy of flu vaccines. The purpose of this study is to evaluate the effectiveness of a flu vaccine. Efficacy in this context refers to the proportion of individuals who contract the flu after being exposed to the virus compared to the number of total people exposed to the virus. Without this type of study, it can be challenging to accurately assess the effectiveness of a flu vaccine. A commonly used method for measuring flu vaccine effectiveness is through correlation, or association studies. These studies compare two groups of people, those who received the vaccine and those who did not, and they look for any correlation between vaccination and flu incidents. However, this method does not take into account the actual exposure to the flu virus or variation in exposure risk. Furthermore, determining whether someone had contracted the flu, especially during a long flu season, can be difficult as many illnesses share similar symptoms. Challenge studies, where subjects are deliberately exposed to a virus or disease, were more prevalent in the past. However, as bioethicists and public health experts raised concerns about the potential harm to subjects and the risk of disease spread, more regulations and restrictions were put in place. In order to conduct a challenge safety study, it's essential to have appropriate facilities and monitoring. One such facility is the Hotel Influenza, a converted 24-room hotel that's outfitted with technology to prevent the spread of viruses and a clean room for research staff and other non-infected personnel. This facility is funded by the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. Participants in these studies are providing valuable information to scientists that could save many lives. The SLU Center and unit not only work on influenza viruses and vaccines, but also are developing and testing vaccines for other pathogens such as RSV. Challenge studies are crucial in creating new and improved vaccines that can better control the spread of influenza and other diseases. So, there you have it. If you enjoyed today's content, make sure to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new videos. Until next time.